So why am I paying for it? And yeah, I get all these leads, but the leases don't, the leases don't come from those leads. So why am I paying for these leads that my team is working and they don't turn into anything?
Right. Well said. The best strategy here is going to be the direct-to-consumer strategy. Again, anti-ILS is a better way to put it. Go directly to where your competitors are searching. Be in front of exactly where your be in front of exactly where your prospects are looking each and every day. Again, Google search, Google PPC is still king, regardless of what Digital, wants to make crazy claims about AI, yada, yada, yada. We already talked about that. Google search is still king, and until I see data, I'm not changing my opinion there. Lead capture. So once you've actually got in front of your prospect sees your Google ad. They're going to click on it. You're only going to pay when that prospect clicks on your ad. Do not stay away from shiny objects and shiny organizations touting low cost per click. Look how many impressions I got. Look how many clicks I got. That's not success. Success is conversion. How many conversions did you get? Meaning lead capture. When they come from PPC over to your website, when they actually submit their information and say, I'm interested from your Google ad, there's a lead capture. That's when conversion happens. That is really success, not having a lot of clicks. Real success is real conversion. A lot of people submitting their information.
So to simplify, guest card in your CRM.
Yeah, guest card in your CRM created, Google conversion tag fired. That's how you're going to be able to replicate that and go tell Google, go get me more of this and less of everything else. That's how Jono and his team brings down cost of conversion. Is we replicate conversion, we don't replicate clicks. If you're running a maximized click campaign, for the most part, you have a bad digital marketing partner. Sorry to break it to you. You should be always, for the most part, running a maximized conversion strategy. Once lead capture takes place on your website, that information will then be passed over to your CRM or your AI system. That's going to be the thing like a Lease. It's going to be the thing like Knock. It's going to be that capture device. Again, we talked about prop tech. That's going to be the prop tech world, where the lead is then captured, and it's going to go into a qualification stage. What is qualification? It's going to start asking questions like when they're moving in, pets, pricing, discounts, you name it. All these questions where we go into qualification. That's where the lead nurture stage really has been built. The AI prop tech industry has really taken off because we have a big need. Because it's the same, guys. It's the same 10 questions that every prospect is asking. By the way. Don't overcomplicate this process here in lead nurture. I used to love the term lead nurture. I'm a little bit turned off from it lately because, again, everyone's nurturing their leads. Every AI is nurturing leads. They're just not doing it well, right? Prospects want to talk to human beings. They want to be nurtured in real ways because they do feel like they have, this is where they're living. This is where they're going to live. So they want to feel like they're being nurtured the right way. Don't just let AI run 100% of your nurture software. And expect that this stage is going to go well from lead delivery, from lead qualification. Basically, is it a good lead or is it a bad lead? Do they meet the 3 times rental criteria? We're going to try and collect that information here. That's when it's typically handed over into the CRM, the Knox, the Leases, the Resman, whatever CRM you are using. That's when your property management team typically kind of picks it up. That's usually when they engage. Again, I'm going to challenge you guys. I think that we got to look up funnel a little bit and start engaging with those leads a little bit earlier on in that lead qualification stage. I don't want to miss that. But again, for today's conversation, we're going fast. It's in the CRM now. The property management team, the AI has vetted it. They have given us information where we think they are a good fit. That's where the delivery is going to take place. And that's when the property management team will begin to work the lead. And that's where you'll see lead management happen, right? That's where it's going to have to go from they're qualified. How do I then get them in to actually visit my community? You're going to have to build a relationship. Again, AI is not going to do that for you in a good way. Lastly, we've done the lead management stage. They've booked a tour time. Finally, they're there. They're in front of you. Now it's just, again, back to sales, right? We have to sell. We have to be understanding that we are a sales industry. And that's where that 33%, we expect 2 or 3 people to not lease at your community, by the way. That's why we say 33%. We know it's unreasonable to expect to close every tour that takes place, but I see people close 50% all the time, consistently, by the way. It can be done, but again, 33 is kind of the healthy average that everyone says we should be closing 33%.